What's going on, everybody? It's Jay Coffee Talk. So check it out. I covered it yesterday on this channel, and all of us football fans out there, I think we're pretty surprised. Tap it in the comments. Let me know how you felt. But we saw Gronk come out of retirement, and he's traded over to Tampa. You know what I'm saying? He's reuniting with Brady. We'll see what they can do there. I did a whole video on it, so go check that out. Join the discussion over there. It's a couple videos back on the channel. But now, you know what I'm saying? The retirement, coming out of retirement, vibes are out in the air, I guess. And Percy Harvin is saying he's back. He's been training with an Olympian. He's feeling better than ever. And he's ready to come back. Percy Harvin. I don't know how you guys feel about this. I'm a diehard Bills fan, as I always state on this channel. And, he played a couple seasons with us. I guess you could call that. He was signed as a Buffalo Bill in 2 different seasons altogether. I think he might have played 6 games or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. It is what it is. We brought him in the first season. He was looking outstanding, caught a nice touchdown pass. It was Tyrod Taylor's first season starting with the Bills. You know what I'm saying? And he caught a nice bomb opening day for a touchdown. And then he was, slowly missing games. He was hurt. Next thing you know, I think he was on the IR by mid-season. The next season, then he retires. Then the next season, mid-season or so, we're in the playoff hunt, trying to break through, fight for a wild card spot, and we got a bunch of injuries at wide receiver. So, the depth chart's thin. Percy Harvin says, hey, I'm feeling great. They bring him back, sign him for $1 million. He plays 1 game. The next game, he's got migraines. And, officially, he was on the roster for 3 weeks. He played 1 game. You know what I mean? And got that $1 million. But I don't know. It was really frustrating with this guy. And, he was an amazing athlete. He was the kind of player that anytime he touched the ball, he had the ability to make a big play. You know what I mean? As he had just amazing speed. He also was a return man. And he was just an electrifying guy out there, but you never knew what you were going to get as far as him actually playing in games. You know what I'm saying? His first 3 seasons, he pretty much played 3 full seasons. But after that, as you'll see, one of the screenshots popping up on the screen after that, the most he ever was active for was 9 games for a season. Now there was a lot of words too that maybe he sometimes was difficult in the locker room. And, there was just a lot of off the field stuff with him. And as you've seen since he's come out of the NFL, you'll see a couple different headlines popping up. One was saying how miserable how he was during his time with Seattle. Then he also, hit the media maybe 6 months ago or so, coming out and saying that he was high for every game, as a lot of people are advocating for NFL players to be able to use marijuana, which I want to know what you guys think about that. So get in the comments about that also. As when it comes to pain, I think marijuana is a far better choice than all these, highly addictive painkillers. We know the road that painkillers takes people. It's not a pretty one. You know what I mean? So I guess, I advocate for marijuana, even though I don't use it myself because I don't like the effects that I have. But I see a lot of people out there who smoke and, are able to get through all different kinds of, medical conditions as well as anxiety and stuff like that without having to go to hard prescription drugs. So I think that's a good thing. So, that was kind of cool that Percy Harvin came out and said that. I don't know if he was directly trying to advocate for marijuana for the players or not, or he just, felt like going down memory lane. I don't know. It was just he just kind of came out of nowhere with that interview. But I don't know. I want to know what all the football fans think out there about this guy. Do you think anyone will sign him? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Even before he came to Buffalo those last 2 seasons and, showed that he really, wasn't ready to play like that, there was already kinds of stigma surrounding him that, he was unreliable and problematic and things like that. And I don't know, we never really understood exactly what was going on with Percy Harvin. You know what I'm saying? If you were a Vikings fan, he was with the Jets this season. He, with Seattle. I mean, look at even in Seattle, he didn't debut till week 11. Then he played a couple games, end up hurt, missed the playoffs, and then came and played in the Super Bowl and took a kick to the house and, did his thing. You know what I'm saying? So, it was real sporadic. He'll come out there and show you what he can do, and then he'll be hurt. But, if you were a fan of one of these teams where he's played, I'm sure you know of these frustrations all too well. But we never knew exactly what was going on with him. A lot of people thought maybe it wasn't injuries. They thought maybe his heart wasn't in the game. But he has had multiple hip surgeries, and he also complained a lot of migraines. Now, in this interview that he's done saying he's ready to come back, that he feels better than ever, which is what he said, before, after, that half a season retirement and came back for one game with Buffalo. This time around, maybe it could be different because he had another hip surgery. And I guess apparently this time they found some kind of blockage, which I'm not exactly sure what that means, if there was like a blood clot or what exactly that was. But I'm no doctor, you know what I'm saying? But there was some kind of blockage, and they said that they fixed that up, and, that had went unnoticed, you know what I mean? And apparently the word what's being said is that prior to this, Harvin, was having trouble getting around, was using a handrail to get around the house and things like that. And this was a guy who was like, had Olympic Usain Bolt type speed, to now he's using a freaking handrail around the house. Well, now he's saying after the surgery was a success, he's been working out again with this former Olympian, and he says he's feeling good. So I don't know. I just wanted to tap in with all the football fans out there, or anyone who rocks with the channel, and get your guys' opinion on this. And as for anyone else who's new, that's what this channel's all about, hearing what the people got to say. So get up in them comments. We cover music, news, sports, and much, much more on this channel. But maybe he could get a deal somewhere, and I'm sure, it would not be for a lot of money. I don't know that he would get the minimum. Maybe he'd get a little bit more than that, but I'm sure it would be like a prove it deal. Like, hey, prove to us you still got it. Prove to us that you can play, because we've seen you say this before, that you're ready, and then, you play a couple games and you're done. You know what I'm saying? So even aside from that, like showing that he could stay healthy, I'm sure there's a lot of concerns that he's been out of football all this time. Will he still have it? I mean, who knows? I mean, like, look at Deion Sanders. Different positions, obviously. He played on the other side of the ball, although there was a couple times we saw prime time coming at receiver. But, he was in the secondary. He was a corner. He was a return man, and he was amazing. He stepped away from football for I don't even know how many years it was, and then came back and played corner for the Ravens and really contributed and did his thing out there. So it's like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Could Percy Harvin come back and do it? Possibly. Will someone give him the chance? I don't know. I want to hear what you guys got to say. So I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. Let's get this discussion going. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell as I drop daily videos. Go back on my channel. Football fans, watch that Gronk video. Watch the other videos I got up. All different kinds of content, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.